Okay, so let me just get it straight. You are freelancing, you are making decent money, you are having a good amount of client work, you have a good amount of revenue inflowing every month, and now you are thinking like, should I transition into an agency model? Is it worth the headache? Should I do this? Should I do that? Or should I just stick to being a freelancer? And in this video, that's exactly what I'm gonna address. This might be a little bit longer, but this is the only video you need to watch in order to figure out whether you want to become a solo freelancer, you want to continue as a solo freelancer, or you should transition into an agency being in India. To understand this thing, you need to firstly figure out the differences, the major difference of a freelancer and an agency model. In a freelancing model, you are a one person army. You are literally doing everything from your own, whether it be finding clients, it be working with those clients, it be managing their workflow. You are accountable for everything. You are doing everything on your own. Whereas in an agency model, it is not just about clients. It's about hiring right people. It's about managing revenues. It's about expansion. It is about maintaining that steady flow that you are maintaining for yourself. But now you have got people working for you, under you. So now you got to take care of that as well. So this has this own set of pros and cons. So now you know the basic difference. Let me take you to the actual benefits that I have personally seen of transitioning into an agency model. Though, let me be very clear. I'm working solo for the last 7 years. I tried agency model for a while, but I figured out it's not for me, and you're gonna I'll tell you in the later part of the video why I actually didn't transition into an agency model. See, transitioning into an agency has 4 main benefits that a freelancer can only possibly imagine. Number 1 is scalability. Second is that bigger clients, reputed big brands like Big Four and all these other brands, Coca-Cola and all these companies, like big companies, Fortune 500 companies, they actually prefer agencies. Third is your business longevity. And fourth is agencies can negotiate much better than freelancers. Now let me break it down one by one to you. First thing is scalability. Since you are not the only person working in the firm now, you are not a one person army. You have a wide range of people working for you. You can take on more projects. You can expand globally. You can, just tap into different continents at once because you have the manpower now. Second is these big clients, Fortune 500 companies. Yes, that is a hard fact. Freelancers may admit it or not, but they prefer agencies because they just have one point of contact, and that one point of contact being the agency owner. That agency owner takes care of all the other stuff. So they don't want to personally deal with or, hire people to particularly oversee a freelancer, that what the freelancer is doing or not, and all that other kind of stuff. So that is there. Third is business longevity. Now this is one thing that freelancers, if they get ill, their work takes a backseat. In an agency model, even if you are ill, if you are there or not, the agency is going to function because you have hired people, you have the resources who can actually take on in your absence. So your absence is not gonna harm the business that much. Whereas in a freelancing case, it would actually harm a lot of things. And the fourth thing is agencies have better negotiation powers because you have got a wide range of experts. You have got industry expertise. You are good at what you do, and you can literally negotiate better. You can sign long-term retainers by offering a steep discount. Not even a steep discount, basically a meager discount can help you land retainers for years. That is the beauty of transitioning into an agency model. But it's not that it's all good. Let me tell you why I actually didn't followed the agency model for more than 3-4 months and I just got back to freelancing, because these are the possible things that can happen to you as well. So you should know it. Consider it the downsides of running an agency, or maybe the negatives that comes by running an agency model. Agencies have a different league. Agencies play the game on a different level, and the problems there are on a different level. The number one problem that you will face as soon as you will form an agency is the management. Because right now you are accountable for yourself. You can take responsibilities for yourself. You can fulfill your commitments your own self because you were a freelancer so far. In an agency, it's all about management. It boils down to the management kit, that how good you are with managing people. And let me tell you, majority of the people are not good at managing people. Yes, they can thrive in their work area. They can be the best possible fit for everything that's happening. But when it comes to managing people, not everyone can manage people. It is literally very difficult. Second thing is, the pressure is goddamn real, because now you are working with, you have expanded a lot of things. So earlier, if you're working with 4 clients solo, now you have 10 clients and you are accountable for all those 10 clients, because you are the agency owner. The clients are going to come ask you. Whatever the team is doing, that's different. You are a separate entity for the business that you are working with, because you are the person they are going to ask questions to. You are the point of contact. So the benefits are good. But again, if your team is not delivering good, the team is not functioning properly, it's gone for you. The game is already half done. Thirdly, and the major reason why I decided not to proceed ahead with the agency model, is the high overheads. Overhead expenses, like if you don't know the finance system, it's just like that how much money you are putting on a particular person in your team. So if I hire 10 people and I am collectively putting 10 lakh on all of them combined, so my overhead cost is 1 lakh per person. Now in freelancing, that's different. I just need to, like, I can be at my home office, I can be at my other office, or I can work on the go and all that stuff. But for the team, most of the time agencies, they do need a physical space possible, because that's how they function really well. And like in agency, if you are trying to form an agency, do try to make it physical, like an offline setup, so that, because that's more fruitful. That's what I have seen. In online setup, finding quality people is difficult. If you find quality people who are at your level, they are gonna charge just like you do, and then the net profit, it comes down to real low. And that's the reason, like, I particularly ran the agency for 3-4 months, and I was like I'm hiring good quality of people, I'm doing everything correctly, my people who are working with me, my clients are satisfied, but everything is fine. Now I have more problems and I'm just making a little bit more money, but that's not the point that I wanted the agency to do. I wanted it to help me scale up more. So I definitely tapped into more markets, but the responsibilities were increasing. The responsibilities, they increased, the revenues, they also increased, but the overhead, they also increased, because I am not somebody who can go for cheap labor. I need people who are at my level or somewhere near my level in all aspects of my life. I just can't take an intern for 6,000 and expect him to do the project that's paying me 6 lakh rupees, because the intern is gonna put out that quality that's only worth 6,000, 12,000, or at max 1 lakh. But the project paid me 6 lakhs. I can't afford to mess that up. And that's what people are not understanding. Forming an agency is literally easy. Running an agency is hard because of the overhead expense thing. If you can figure out a way around it, because I was not actually in the mood to do that. Like, I was happy with my client base. My clients were happy being them, being just solely connected to me, because my clientele, my industry and my niche is different. It is from industry to industry, it differs. For the media industry, if you are forming an agency and you have good set of people, the money, and even if after you pay everyone the amount they ask for, you still are able to save something. But it is a niche factor as well. The niche is the major crucial factor. So you need to see that as well, because this is the possible downside of an agency. The headache is gonna increase only. It's not gonna go down, but the revenue is also gonna increase. So if you can make the balance between the inflow and the outflow, agency model is all yours. Now, if you were to ask me that, Vaibhav, what do you think? Should I freelance or should I transition into agency? I have a very simple answer. If you love everything to do by yourself, you want everything to go from your hand, you want to manage your own time, you can survive for the longer run with just catering to 3-4 people without getting bored and all that kind of stuff, and the flexibility, freelancing is the best option for you, because that's what exactly I have been doing. Despite having the option to scale into an agency every time, because I have a good set of people, I have a good network, I can transition into agency like this. It won't take me much time to transition into agency, but I'm not doing that. Secondly, if you are somebody who wants to do a lot of scaling, you want to go into different continents, different countries, work with different people, manage people, and you are actually good at managing people, and you tend to, put yourself under high stress and pressure, agency is your thing. Because with agencies, the risk to reward ratio, the ROI is actually very good if you know how to run it. So if you think you are of that breed, you are that person who can run an agency, who can manage a lot of people, and who can literally thrive under that scenario, agency model is the only thing you should actually go for. Leave freelancing, just go to your agency stuff and just thrive there. And if you are thinking of transitioning into an agency, I can give my 2 cents because I've worked with a lot of agencies. I even ran my own agency. Apart from, like, if I would have been in the media industry, I would be running an agency, that is particularly for sure. If I would be in the PR stuff, event management stuff and all that stuff, I would be having an agency. Running a Web3 marketing agency, dude, when you want people like me, like I want people like me, that is a crazy different thing. So I've got a few set of advices for you. Number one is, do not start hiring 10 people at once. Start small, get one person. He can be your assistant, he can be somebody who is at your level, who is at a lower level. Just see how it goes when you have one person on your side. How good are you at managing him or her? How good you can do things by having them on your side. Just look at all that kind of stuff. And if that's going good, start small and then keep on increasing your team mates, increasing your team numbers, increasing the bandwidth of work and all that stuff. Just do not go all in. Secondly, whenever, even if you hire one person, look at the overhead cost, because you are catering to people who are giving you money, who expect results from you, and to deliver those results, you have to spend the money that they are giving to you. But eventually you have to make sure that you are also saving some money, because you don't want to make a loss making business. If you are bleeding all the time, you cannot fight. That is one thing you need to make really sure. Thirdly, focus on your niche. Don't get out of the area. Don't just try to, wander into 10 things at once. Stick to your niche, market like crazy. And whenever there are bad times, the agency people, the people who are working for you, they're gonna look up to you. So you have to be a leader. Now, I have all these qualities, but the only problem that I have that made me shut this whole thing down was my niche. Running a Web3 marketing agency and expecting people like you on board, like, that is literally what you can't expect. You have to settle for less, or you have to just take a lot of hassle, which I don't think I want, actually, because I am a peace loving person. I don't give people problem. I don't want problems. I just want to live in peace, make money and enjoy my life. So that is how you have to figure out whether you are going to be a freelancer or an agency guy. So tell me in the comment section, are you going to switch into an agency model? Or if you have already switched, how is it going when compared to freelancing? Or are you just going to stick to freelancing like I did, and let us see in the future what happens? So do let me know in the comment section. And if you are somebody who has not even started freelancing yet, somehow watch this video, my 10+ hours of resource guide is right in the comment section. You can purchase it for a very small fee and get access to all the material and just start thriving from the day itself.